Open. So, all right.
Open sesame.
I've always found the best way to break awkward situations is just to be overly awkward about it.
Overly excited.
So the way that we open these things is always going to be super, super weird. So.
Yeah, I mean, until we get a band to do our intro music.
Right, yeah. So if any of you listening, I always feel like we always say that, if any of you listening, but there's probably like legit 3 people listening. But.
You speak that into existence, then you'll only ever have 3 people listening.
Right.
You got to say that there's 1 million right now.
There is 2 million.
Hello, 2 million people.
Hello, 2 million peeps.
Our ceiling is 2 million.
Right. that's our cap.
Not a bad ceiling.
We totally just did our last podcast that it was supposed to be like a catch-up Q&A, but nobody asked us questions except for Brianna.
We had one question.
But
we both received it.
Right. We both received it. So, we forgot to do it in our last podcast. This is going to be a very quick, maybe not very quick, because we both are talkers, but we've got a limit of 30 minutes.
We do have limited time, yeah.
So the question is, has God placed anything on your heart recently that you feel called to share with others? So, I can... Or you
start it out.
I can. Yeah, I'll start. So,
we have to answer the question first.
That's an interesting question.
Because, yes or no?
Oh, that's interesting. Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
now you can elaborate.
I feel like anytime God puts something on your heart, you should be sharing that with others, right? I mean,
you should.
That's the whole idea of second blessing.
Right.
That's if we're not like. Because that could be something that somebody else is struggling with, and we're supposed to be that light into their life, like through God light through us.
For sure.
Right. So we're just the flashlight, the plastic crappy flashlight, and God's the light. You know what I mean? So I think there's like a bunch of things that God's been like working on me in
one of those
but. I think one of the biggest things, so Hillsong United, which is different than Hillsong Worship, which I did not know until like 2 days ago, which is really weird. Why can't they just be the same?
Yeah, I know.
But Hillsong United just released an album a couple months ago, or a month ago, or recently. On that album, there's a song called Another in the Fire. And that song. So let me back up a couple steps. So I was quick history of Avery. I was baptized when I was 8, and kind of went through the motions until like sophomore and junior year of college, and really got super serious about my faith. But like since I got super super serious, and more recently, the Holy Spirit's made me a crier. So like I cry all the time. I didn't used to cry a lot, but now I just like cry all the time, especially during worship songs and like praying and some of those things, and which is really really cool. It's just like it helps me, like it's like when I feel the Spirit moving. So we were doing a worship night the other night at First Pres, and we heard this song, and I just was like crying the whole time. And I have a terrible memory, so I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
Okay.
The chorus has been playing in my mind. Let me see here, history. Awkward noises as I'm filling this time.
Yes.
Okay. So the chorus changes a little bit through each. Like there's like 3 different choruses.
Hillsong.
Right.
Every time.
So the last one though is the one that's been. So the premise of the song is like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego thrown into the fire. There was somebody else in there with them, like protecting them, right? And how we in our lives have that same protection as well. And so like this song is like talking about that, singing about that, and so the last chorus says, there will be another in the fire standing next to me. There'll be another in the waters holding back the seas. And should I ever need reminding how good you've been to me, I'll count the joy come every battle, because I know that's where you'll be. And then it repeats, I'll count the joy in every battle, because I know that's where you'll be. And that, it's funny, because I used to say, like, I didn't hear God very well, and how he's trying to speak to me. But I think, like, the more that I pursue him the more I hear him, and it's not like through like any avenues I would typically like expect, but it's a lot like through song, which is really really cool. But that song has just been speaking to me, as we were kind of talking about a little bit before, going through a breakup right now. So that just like in seeking God's peace and reassurance in this time, that song has just been speaking volumes to me. And what's up with your face for it? Is it recording or no?